Stu Taylor here. I'm delighted to have Lorne Woods. He's the director and CEO of Sunset Cove Mining, Inc., traded on the TSX Venture Exchange. The symbol is SSM. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, Stu.
Just before you talk about Sunset's role in the mining industry, could you give us maybe a 30-second overview on what you think is going on in the world markets?
Well, the world markets obviously are being roiled by indecision from government and how to deal with their debts, political indecision, and also the financial community's response to governments not wanting to be proactive, acknowledge situations that need to be addressed, and addressing them in a manner that would make the financial community happy.
Having said that, could you elaborate a little on what Sunset Cove Mining's business model is, strategic alliances, acquisitions, joint ventures, partnerships, and where you hope to be? Sunset
Cove believes in the advantage of exploration for discovery for shareholder value, and usually an increase in shareholder value. We have option contracts on our properties in Peru that are long-term with small upfront payments to the landowners. This allows us to put any money that we do raise into the ground from our investors to prove up an ore body or an asset. And the idea is that over time, with the proving of these ore bodies, resources, and calculations, coming up with resource calculations that we would allow us to get to a point where we could joint venture the property to somebody else. The aim of Sunset Cove is to remain an exploration company, not get into production. So you're drilling for what? How much do you have in the ground, and what does that equate to in value once you get it out of the ground? What we have in the Caroli property right now, the one that is our focus, is a silver property. We have a National Instrument 43101 technical report as required by Canadian securities regulators that shows 269 grams per ton of silver, which equates to about 6 to 7 ounces of silver. We also have lead and zinc byproduct credits. And what we're doing with the 6,000 meter drilling program, which we are about to start in December, is try to increase that number into something that would be in the range of millions of ounces of silver on 2.2 kilometers of the vein that we know. Lorne, how's the stock doing, and how's it doing relative to what the economy has, which frequently deals blows to every aspect of business? We've been very fortunate. Our stock has been pretty consistently trading between 8 to 10 cents over the past 6 months. We haven't taken any big hits like some of the other junior mining exploration companies have. We just recently raised $3.5 million in Peru. Coincided that with a listing on the Lima Stock Exchange, which is actually now has a relationship with the Chilean and the Colombian Stock Exchange. So through the listing in Lima, we have access to investors in Chile as well as Colombia. The $3.5 million means we're fully funded for the next 2 years. And we think that was done at 9 cents US, and we think that that has established the market and a base. And with some drilling results and some exploration results, we think that in the next 6 months it will bounce back into the double-digit levels. Any independent research reports to ascertain where the company is and what it's doing? Any reports of any kind? Not yet. It's too early for us at this point in time. However, we think by the end of Q2 next year, when we have published some drilling results, have established what we think could be resource calculation, that we will have some coverage then. Do you own the land directly? Do you lease it? Is it a joint venture with the country? It's a 5-year option arrangement with an individual landowner that we're into the end of year 2 on, and we've paid him about $100,000 out of an $800,000 commitment over 5 years. Management staff so important with a company. It used to be you just looked at the company. Now you have to look at the people running it. What can you say about the people in your organization? Mark Blais, my COO, and myself have been involved in Canadian mining for Mark over 20 years directly, myself over 10 years directly. Mark has been president of 2 other TSX listed companies. I've been involved in, this is my 3rd company that I've been involved with that's gone public. So we have a lot of experience. Mark and I are financial people. We're not geologists or engineers, but that allows us to better understand the financial markets and what investors are looking for. In Peru, we've got a full-time engineer, full-time geologist, who each have worked for large Peruvian companies as well as Canadian companies. They speak English, and it allows us to work closely with local communities because they look like they do.